we want to share, implore our knowledge to you so that you can live and lead a successful life in your personal life, in your business. So Ria and I, we've been talking about, for the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about money, mindset, and success. So when it comes to money, it's a question that we often get asked. What do we feel when it comes to money? Do we feel calm? Do we feel at ease? And let me share my experience. I mean, there was a time I would feel discomfort when it came to money. And now when I shifted my mindset, I feel calm. I am allowing money to come to me. I no longer get frustrated. I no longer, I'm impatient. And for many of us, we get impatient about many things. It doesn't have to be money, but things in general. And so today, Ria and I do want to implore that knowledge to you when it comes to money and how you can begin to feel at ease. Having the financial IQ is the most important. So relax, enjoy with us. We will share our knowledge and keep on sharing so that you keep on improving your life one day at a time. So without further ado, let's get started. My name is Alka.
My name is Ria,
and welcome
to our show.
So Ria, without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic on to you.
All right. Thank you, Alka. Today's topic is the 5th measure of financial IQ. The book is by Robert Kiyosaki, Increasing Our Financial IQ. To recap, the 5 measures of financial IQ is: number 1, make more money. Number 2 is protect your money. Number 3 is budget your money. Number 4 is leverage your money. And the 5th, which is our topic for today, is increasing your financial information. So I'm going to read you a little bit of the paragraph, and me and Alka will share our lessons on this 5th measure of financial IQ. Financial IQ number 5, improving your financial information. There is a bit of wisdom that goes, you need to learn to walk before you can run. This is true with financial intelligence. Before people can learn how to earn exceptionally high returns on their money, they need to learn to walk. That is, to learn the basics and the fundamentals of financial intelligence. Many financial experts advise saving money and investing in a well-diversified portfolio of mutual funds. The problem with that advice is most advisors don't know if it will work over time. It sounds good. It's simple to do. It doesn't require much financial intelligence to follow this advice. My question is, will this advice work? Will the financial advisor guarantee you that this strategy will make you financially secure? What if the dollar plunges to zero and wipes out your savings? What if the stock market crashes as it did in 1929? Will a well-diversified mutual fund portfolio survive a stock market panic and meltdown? What if inflation goes through the roof because the purchasing power of the dollar plunges and a quart of milk is $100? Could you afford it? What if the US government cannot pay the Social Security and Medicare costs of its elderly? I cringe whenever I hear a financial expert advising, save money and invest in a well-diversified portfolio of mutual funds. I want to ask the expert, will you guarantee that this financial strategy will work? Will you guarantee that this financial strategy will keep me and my family financially secure for the rest of our lives? If the financial advisor is honest, he has to say, no, I cannot guarantee that what I advise you to do with your money will keep you financially secure. So this is This is a very powerful number 5, which is increasing our financial information. So I can tell you, Alka, when I started my residency training, I was giving my money to the financial advisors, and I was letting them play with my money. And what I was doing, I was giving my power, my money to them, the power of controlling my future, the power of controlling my finance. Why? Because I wanted things easy. Like what Robert Kiyosaki said, in order for us to know how to run, we have to learn how to walk. And just by giving my money to the financial advisors, because they are the expert, I was not learning how to do the walk. So I was depending on them to grow my money. And like what Robert Kiyosaki said, what if there's a financial crisis? What if the US stock market goes down? What if the US gallon, the quart of a milk is $100? What's now? Do you know how to use your money? Because now you're just starting to learn how to walk. Why? Because over the years, I'm just giving my money away to my financial advisor and letting them play my money or grow my money. So that was an eye-opener for me. After I read the book, so what I did, I took back control of my money. I took it back. Whatever I had in my retirement account, I could not touch it, because if I did, I would get penalized for number 1. I would be penalized because it's a retirement and I'm taking it out before my retirement age. And
but you get taxed as well.
That's correct. I'm going to be taxed for capital gains, because now that's money, right? So if I put in a $10,000 retirement account, that $10,000 will be added to my income. So I'm going to be penalized. And that $10,000, by the time I see it, is $5,000 or even less. So what I did, I just kept it there, but I took my security back. I took my freedom back by learning how to walk before I could run. So now I know what I'm doing. That's why I've invested into apartments. In the beginning, I was only doing one at a time because my financial information was limited. So financial IQ number 5 is increasing your financial information. Just because you know something, I tell you, I only know a little bit, 5%. There is 95% of the information that I do not know. And our mentors, Brandon Dawson, even talked about it. It's called Black Swan. 95% of the things that we do not know, we do not know. And only through mentorship, people who have done it and where we want to go will guide us through. So increasing our financial information is a key. We have to do it every day. It's not because we're rich, we have 5 or 10 apartment units, that we stay plateau, that we're cruising. No, that means we need to increase more our information, because the economy changes, the world of finance changes. So we have to be nimble. We have to be like a bamboo, swaying, just like with COVID, things change. So we need to
pivot.
That's right. We've got to pivot. We cannot just be stuck with the old knowledge, because information change.
Exactly. And Ria, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, it is absolutely critical and it's vital that with any information, whether it's to do with finance, information in general is always changing. So it is up to us to stay on top of the trends, just like, financial, and Ria, you talked about the knowledge, having the knowledge. It is so powerful and is relevant. So we need to stay on top of the financial information that's out there, because without knowing as to what's happening in whether it's real estate or whether it's happening in other stocks, in Bitcoin or crypto, if that's the investment of your choice, without going into that investment, if you go into it blindly, well, you will end up losing your money. So it is the financial knowledge that you need to have around investments, especially because that is a game changer, and that is where you do not want to take shortcuts. So Ria, I love I love the point when you talked about financial advisors. I mean, financial advisors are there to advise you on your financial journey. But I also believe that financial advisors or mentors are there as a guide. And would you say that although they are there as a guide, they help you to really come up with a concrete plan for your financial future?
Yes, they do help you create your financial plan, but you cannot just give it to them. You have to be educated and then tell them what to do. What I did before is I was just giving it to them, and then I let them do what they feel, what they think I need to be in. I was just giving my control to them.
Exactly. And I think, yeah, I mean, you can give control in the beginning, but then once we have learned, okay, now we know how to play the game. So Ria, would you say once you know how to play the game of, in the financial world, the real estate world, would you say once you have learned how to play the game and you're learning, you have other resources, from mentors or resources online, then would you say it's good to claim back that control?
Yes, that is correct. So, because when we're employees, we don't have any recourse but to put our money, retirement money, into the into the financial world, because the employers, not all employers, some employers provide an incentive. So if you put in $1, so when I put in my $1, they would match 50 cents for every $1 I put in. Yeah. So yes, that is correct. So I would, give it to them, let them do with it, but then I would not give all of my money. I was stacking majority of my money in preparation for me to get the knowledge in the financial world and then deploying that knowledge.
And I think knowledge is key. So, having the knowledge when it comes to finance, and especially I'm finding too that when it comes to the property side, you have to have knowledge 100%, because I've made mistakes, and we all make mistakes, but we need to learn from those mistakes. We don't make them over and over again, because then we're not sound mentally. And that is where, I love this conversation, Ria, because it's all about how are we gathering information? How do we find out what is wrong and what is right? Well, we only find that out by trial and error. So with my second investment property, Ria, that was, when I look back on that investment, it was a wrong investment. First of all, it was wrong. Why was it wrong, friends? Because I did not do the math. I was financially not educated myself. Because had I made if it was the right investment for me, Ria, right, I would not have been sweating. And so sweating in the sense of when I purchased a property. So financial knowledge, Ria, I absolutely agree. You need to have that. You need to implement that. You need to find out resources, whether it's through mentors or resources online, how you can really educate yourself so you are financially, sound.
Yes. And before we say goodbye, Alka, I just want to share with them.
Yes.
Let me share my screen with all of you guys in terms of finding mentors. Now, this mentors have shortened my success. And what I learned over the years, this is me and Alka and Rich. And what I've learned over the years is that mentors, if you have the right mentors, it will multiply your financial wealth right away. So one of our mentors said, when you're looking for mentors in your life, whatever it may be, you need to make sure that your mentors are in the peak state or going up phase. So this is a bell curve, okay? This is when they start. This is your mentor here. That's the hair.
It's a very pretty mentor.
Yes. So this is the start, and this is the retirement. Now, when you're looking for mentors, you want to make sure that your mentors are in either the come up or at the peak or about to go to the peak. This is where you want your mentors to be. Either they're going up. You don't want to find mentors that are going down, meaning they're going to be cruising and, you know, in the retirement phase, because then their actions will be less. But if your mentors are in the come up, their actions will be more.
Mm-hmm.
So that what that means for you is, if your mentors are doing more, most likely you as a student, you're going to be doing more as well.
Right.
Because we do, remember, model, mimic, and master. So if our mentors are on this phase here, on the come up, we're going to be modeling, mimicking, and mastering our mentors who are doing more. So when you look for mentors, it's very important to know where they are in the cycle.
Absolutely.
That's what I can share.
That's beautiful, Ria. Very well articulated, so that viewers, they have a sense, they have an idea as to what they will be looking for. So that is, you know, when you're finding a mentor, you need to find mentors who also are in alignment with your goals. What vision you have for your business, your mentor also needs to help you to identify and to clarify your vision and the goals that you have. So Ria, I love that. Thank you so much. That was amazing. And friends, if you loved the illustration, I hope that really simplified for you what you need to look for in a mentor, and you know how you are going to be evolving when it comes to your financial knowledge and education, and how it's going to help you in your journey. Because I mean, we all need to start somewhere, and that journey that we are going on is going to help, you know, each and every one of us. Ria, thank you so much. Any final thoughts maybe you might want to share?
Yes. So the fifth measure of financial intelligence is increasing our financial IQ. Fourth is leveraging our money. Third is budgeting our money. 2 is protecting our money. 1 is making more money. So hopefully you learned those 5 measures of financial intelligence.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ria. And friends, thank you so much for joining. We have come to the end of the show, but you know, we hope that we have implored knowledge onto you. You know, what Ria shared with you today, you are going to take away and make sure that you find mentors that are in alignment with your goals and with your vision, so that, you know, you're going to make a great success for your life. And so we have come to the end of the show, but you know what, I can't believe it's already Friday. So make the rest of the day the best of the day. Have great success in your life and your business. And we will see you Monday morning. So have a great weekend. Take care, and we will see you soon.